Hi guys, this is Mrs. Burke. I hope you're having a good first day of learning at home. I'm here just to show you a little bit about how to do things in the Google Classroom. So, the first thing I did was I went to my Google Classroom and I clicked on the assignment. In this case, it was bugs. So then I'm going to come over here to the Add or Create button with the plus sign. And I'm going to choose a Google drawing. This is going to add it right into the classroom so that you don't have to worry about sharing it with me. From here, it will take me to this Google drawing if I click on it. And here you see the Google drawing. So this assignment was to create a bug. Now that can be any type of bug that you can think of. I think I'm going to go with a bumblebee. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to this button that has a circle with a square, and that's going to tell me the different shapes. If I come down here, I can see a bunch of different shapes. So I'm going to start with a circle, and that's going to be my head. Now, it turns out that it's light blue, so to change the color, I'm going to come over up here and fill the color into either yellow, or I think I would like my head to be black. Then I'm going to choose another shape, and you might notice that there's no oval in this shape menu. That's because when I click on the circle and draw it, I can just draw a long skinny circle to create an oval. Now I'm going to fill that one with yellow, I think. The problem right now, as you can see, is my yellow oval body is on top of my head. So in order to do that, to fix that, I'm going to click on the yellow shape, and I'm going to come up here to Arrange, come down to Order, and I'm going to say Send to the Back. And that's going to put the yellow shape at the very back of my picture, and the black one on top. Now I'm going to go and I'm going to add in, I think, my stinger using a triangle. So you might notice that this triangle is facing the wrong way for my stinger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to use this little circle at the top and drag it around to turn my shape. Now I can add it here, and again, if I want to change the color, use the bucket. I'm going to create some lines on my bee. So I'm going to click on this tool that's a line, and I'm going to make some lines across the body of my bee. Now, that line is pretty thin and kind of hard to see, so I'm going to click on that line, and then I'm going to come up here to this, which looks like 3 different lines in a row, and I'm going to bring it to a different line thickness. So I chose 8, and as you can see, that's a pretty good thickness of the line. Now, if I want more than one of this, what I can do is I can click on it, and then I can press Control D. D stands for duplicate, meaning make more than one of. And as you can see, it made a second line that I can use for my stripes. Now this one was a little small, so I'm just going to grab the edge and drag it out a little bit longer for my bee. Oops, that was too long, so we'll drag that in a little bit, drag that side in a little bit, and now my bee is shaped. For my wings, I think I'm going to do just a shape that kind of looks like a teardrop, like this. And I kind of like that color, so I'm going to leave it. But I need to make a second one of that. So again, I'm going to duplicate it. But as you can see now, the shape for the wing is on the wrong side. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this edge and I'm going to fold it over the top of it, as you can see, to make it go the other direction. And now I have my wings. Now my wings are going to be covering up a couple of the legs that I might have on my bee. But if I wanted to go in and create the legs, I could do so using, again, the line tool. I'm going to just, now insects usually have 6 legs, but I think my wings are covering up one of my legs, so I'm only going to give it 4. And then I'm also going to give my bee some antennae. Oops, I made a line there, so in order to get off my line tool, I need to make sure I just click back on my arrow. Otherwise, you might get a bunch of extra lines. So I'm going to move my legs up a little bit and maybe move this guy down. And I want those to stay nice and skinny, but I might make my antenna a little bit thicker, again using this line weight tool. That's a picture of 3 different lines. Line weight, There we go. So there's my bee. But right now my bee doesn't have a background. In order to make a background, I can either choose just a blank color, or I can go to this insert image tool that looks like little mountains and search the web. So bees usually live in hives, so I'm going to search a beehive. And these look very real, which is nice, but it might contrast with my image a little bit too much. So I'm either going to click beehive drawing or clip art or cartoon, something that looks like that will look a little bit more natural with my bee. So here's a picture of a hive. I'm going to click on it, click insert, and as it shows up, I have my beehive. Now, if I were to pull this over, you can see it covers my whole image. It covers my bee that I made. So what I need to do is click back on my beehive. Then I'm going to come back up to arrange, order, and send to the back. If I just send backwards, it's only going to go behind the last thing I did, which was an antenna. I want to send it all the way to the back so that my bee shows up on top. And there we have it. Now, in the background, I think I'm going to add in just a picture of the sky. So I'm going to, again, search sky. And I will insert that. Now it's covered up everything. I need to make sure I click on it, arrange, order, and send to back. Now that my picture is done, I'm going to make sure that it has my name on top and the assignment, which is bugs. And then I can go back to the assignment here. Because I worked right in here, it's already linked, and I'm just going to click turn it in and turn it in again. And now it has been submitted. I hope that this tutorial was helpful for you guys. And remember, if you ever want to create art, you can just send me a message or send me some of your art, and I look forward to seeing it. I can't wait to see you all at back in April. Have a great time distance learning. Bye!